Hello and welcome to Love Advice TV and to WithMyExAgain.com. Today is a special day because we have Alex Cormont, the founder of With My Ex Again and Love Advice TV, in our studios to answer some questions and drop knowledge on you guys for free because that's what we do. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Super excited to have you. And another important topic that I see multiple times a week, if not multiple times a day, is multiple breakups. Okay, many people, whether you're in a marriage or in a long-term relationship or a short-term relationship, people tend to go through multiple breakups. In fact, people tend to use the threat of a breakup now in conflicts or arguments because they are sometimes not equipped to deal with these types of situations. So things get tough and so we break up. And I coach so many people, young and old, who have gone through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 breakups and call me and say, is it too late now? Is it the last straw that broke the camel's back? And oftentimes they're surprised because I tell them it probably can be salvaged if you do X, Y, and Z. So, what is your experience when it comes to multiple breakups? And what can you tell the lovely people of YouTube?
You know what is funny is when people break up like 3, 4, 5, 6 times and they ask you, do you think it's really possible to get back together? But you did it, right?
I agree. You did it 4 or 5 times.
Exactly. But the trouble is you did it, but in a wrong way. You did it just because you love each other. And love is not enough. It's also about happiness. So it happens also in Europe, in France, there is a lot of multiple breakup people that I'm coaching for. Most of the time, it's because you didn't really change. You or your partner, right? It's not only your fault, but it's important to go deeper, to dive into the source of the breakup. For example, I coached a woman last week. She told me, Alex, we broke up 4 times because we have some argument. And I was like, why did you argue? And she was like, and that was my question. So if you ask yourself why, you will understand the real trouble of your relationship. And then you can work on it to make sure you will never, ever break up. Feel up with a breakup.
Just because you feel like you know the reasons behind the breakup doesn't mean that you know the true reasons behind the breakup. And you have to go below the surface. And not just understand and not just tell yourself, oh, we fought in this type of situation, in this type of a situation, or because of this and that. What are the forces below the surface that led to the conflict?
And there is an exercise that you can do now that we do in coaching is the 7 why. So you will take a paper like this, you use a pen and you ask you why. And then, so for example, we have a lot of arguments, but why? Because I don't spend enough time at home. But why? Because I'm working hard. But why? Because I need money. So it starts because I want to share everything. I want to give everything to my family. And it finishes with a breakup. Because you want to work hard to make your family happy and to have money to do whatever you want. But it comes to a breakup because your wife or your husband will feel that she's not or is not loving me. You know? So use the 7 why to go deeper. And once you do that, you will master your process of getting back with your ex.
People pay big money to go through this exercise, and Alex just revealed to you one of the tools that he uses with people that he coaches. And I really strongly encourage you to go through that exercise, not just in your head. To go through the exercise that he just prescribed. If you're on your smartphone, you can do it on your phone. After this video, if you're at home or on your computer, you can do it on your computer too, but it's very important to dig and to dig and to dig deeper until you strike gold. And then you can see the full picture and adjust your behavior accordingly. So when people go through multiple breakups, does it mean that they are in an unhealthy relationship that cannot really truly be salvaged? Or do you find from experience that people can hit the reset button and then all of a sudden be in a happy relationship?
I will say something that maybe can shock you. I will say most of the time it's when people love each other too much. When you love someone too much, when there is a small mistakes like this, we will be like, wow, crazy about it, you know? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It makes sense? So when it comes to multiple breakup, it's because you love each other that the small mistakes is a lot for you when it could be nothing for your friends. And when you talk to your friend, they will say, but just for this, you break up? Yeah, because you love. It's like incredibly, it's you love your ex, right? So in order to solve this type of situation, I will suggest that you need to work on your emotions and your feelings. That will not mean that you will love less, you know? It's more, okay, I can control my feelings. I can control myself by meditating, and I will let you speak about that because I know you are really more spiritual than me and you know this stuff. So, but my advice would be to say, when you have a lot of breakups, it's because you love each other too much, and also because you have the habit to break up for nothing, which is not good, right? You need to work on yourself, control your emotions, be strong, and then you will help your relationship become better. But are you agree with the meditation stuff and the emotion things?
Absolutely. Extremes are never good. And you talk about passion, and extreme passion is destructive. It's like a wildfire, you know? Fire can be an amazing source of light. It can cook your food. It can protect you. But if you don't control the fire, it burns your house, it burns you, it can kill you. And it's the same thing with passion and that fire that burns in your heart. And Alex is absolutely right. Most of the couples that break up 5, 6, 7 times is because there's too much passion, and you kind of have a tendency of losing yourself to the relationship. And one of the best ways to find yourself again is through self-rediscovery activities, through meditation, being able to gain perspective, and to remember that there is an identity that is separate from the relationship. You are not the relationship. You are you. And the relationship is the bond that you have with your significant other. Don't lose you and live exclusively through that relationship. Otherwise, you will be jealous, possessive, angry, sometimes even violent, because it's too much passion, and you lose yourself. So I'm so excited to have Alex in the studio with me, to be able to share some of these things that are so important, so essential. Every day I talk to people all over the world, and I realize that these are fundamental things that so many people should know, should have a right to know, to be able to flourish in their relationships and in their lives. And you have the main man who is here to be able to, provide some of this guidance and tips to you for free. And I'm very thankful to have you. So excited to be able to do these videos for you. So here's our promise. If you leave interesting topics that are relevant to a lot of people all over the world in the comment section below, I promise to bring the man back to address your topics, to do more videos with Alex, and to guide you in your breakup recovery and your journey. That is our promise. Do I have a commitment?
For sure. I love it.
We have a commitment. It will happen. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Like our video, fuel our fire.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Subscribe to the Love Advice TV because it's awesome. And we will continue to give you amazing tips and guidance.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you very much. Keep fighting the good fight.